What up, what up, what up? Yo, hope y'all had a good 4th of July weekend. Wow, I look shiny tonight. What the hell is going on here? Boy, we all off tonight, boy. I tell you what, it has been a day today. Y'all bear with me while I get my shit together. Y'all, I hate coming back after a holiday weekend because it is so much shit going on. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of the CM Show. I am your host. I am that dude. I am Christopher Markland. Lover of love, author, podcaster. I don't know, just that dude. I'm a little bit off today, so y'all go ahead. I am thirsty as hell. I ain't got nothing to drink in here. Anyway, y'all let me know. Can you hear me good out there? Make sure, because you know how we be doing the audio be acting funky. All right, we're good. We are good. It's like I'm a little bit paranoid when it comes to my audio to make sure that it is working, because every now and then this damn mic of mine will act the donkey. Let's do some housekeeping and then we are going to get into it. Excuse me. First things first, I got to show love to my sponsor, the Black Candle Box. Theblackcandlebox.com. Owner of that business. First of all, let's talk about the Black Candle Box. Y'all know that every time before a show, and she been fussing at me too about getting these wicks right, but I just like it. Y'all, hold on a second. I'm right here. My bad, y'all. Just had to get some stuff together. Hold on. Telling you, whatever's after a holiday should just be all over the place. So, y'all bear with me. Anyway. My fault. Had to get up. Anyway, theblackcandlebox.com. Tonight we are going to be using my favorite scent, just to make sure that, I trimmed the wick. That's why I had to get up there real quick. I thought I had some scissors close by, but I did not. Anyway, today's scent is Black Ice. This is my favorite, y'all. I love having these going throughout the show because they kind of calm your boy down, because it's a lot of energy behind the scenes. Y'all just don't be seeing it. Anyway, so make sure y'all support theblackcandlebox.com. Theblackcandlebox.com. Use the promo show, the CM code, in order to get a good little discount. Also, this is an adult show. Your boy will be talking. I do have a little bit of a potty mouth. Every now and then I will say something, so hopefully my mother ain't watching, because Lord knows she will be like, oh, Junior, how could you? Anyway, y'all, this is an adult show, so if there are certain things and topics that we discuss, and just be advised, make sure that, if there's something that doesn't necessarily appeal to you or whatever, hey, go ahead and click off. But for those of you that have clicked on, please let me say this. If you have not already done so, support your boy. Go ahead and tickle the algorithm. And by that, I mean, go on over there and hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. Why did my light just blink? All right. In fact, let me take my own advice. I'm going to hit the like button my damn self. So y'all, if y'all haven't already done so, hit the like button. And please hit the subscribe button. I am on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers. And the only way I can do that is with y'all's help. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do. In fact, this punk ass mic. All right. Yeah, y'all. You know what? Holiday was yesterday. I'm a little bit off my game, so I'm still trying to get all my stuff set up. I've been doing a few things, moved a few things around. So, we're going to be doing stuff on the fly. Excuse me. So, like I said, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because, like I said, I do need y'all's help. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, because like I said, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you are watching me on Facebook, same rules apply. Hit the follow button. All right. Now, I will be having the Zoom link. I'm going to be dropping that in just a second, because I want y'all to join the conversation. And with that being said, let's talk about tonight's conversation. Let's talk about it tonight. Here we go. Whoa, don't want to do that. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm so sorry, man. Here we go. Do that. Oh boy, I tell you what, y'all don't even want to see all this stuff that's got to be going on behind the scenes of this damn show. It'd be so much stuff. Anyway, though, y'all, tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about green flags, right? Now, we hear it all the time. People say, oh, my God, there are red flags in their relationship and all that other stuff. But what I want to talk about, what I want us to talk about, the conversation tonight is going to be about green flags. In other words, what is it that it takes to get it started? And speaking of getting it started, let me shout out a couple of my folks that are in the chat room. Y'all know I love it when y'all show me love. So with that, I want to show y'all love. My boy Lorenzo, what's happening, my man? Thank you for joining the conversation. Why is this damn thing on the screen? Thank you for joining the conversation. Yeah, I'm safe and healthy, man. After Friday's show. What Lorenzo is referencing right there is I've started something new. So if you have missed it, I have started something new, and it is called Free for All Fridays. I know I'm kind of jumping the gun. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, but with Free for All Fridays, even though the CM show that you guys are watching right now, that particular show is it's more like we have topics, obviously, right? You know, tonight's topic, as you guys can see, is we are talking about green flags. But the Free for All Friday show is we're going to be talking about all of the things that happen throughout the week, as well as, you know, maybe there's something that we missed. So it's not necessarily topic based. It's just going to be talking about more of, you know, pop culture, you know, the latest news, that kind of thing. What it do, G Dubs? Thank you for joining the conversation, ma'am. So with all that being said and done, let's dive into it. What are we talking about tonight? What are we going to be talking about tonight? Well, we're talking about relationship green flags, right? Now, as I was doing my research for the show, there were a couple things that, you know, in fact, wait a minute. You know, I can't go on with it. Oh, well, there we go. What I came across in my research were there's certain things in relationships that, you know, or not even in a relationship, before you even get to where it's a true relationship, meaning boyfriend, girlfriend, all that stuff, there's certain things as you are moving forward in those initial stages, meaning, you know, it's the beginning. That's why it's the start of the race. In fact, you know what? Yo, before we get into it, the reason why I even kind of got on this topic was, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with NASCAR. You know, I do like NASCAR. Hell, I got a heavy right foot, right? However, there's going to be a race here in Atlanta coming up. I wouldn't say this weekend, right? I've never been, and one of the things that I've been working on for myself this year in particular, but just over the last several years, is doing new things. I'll try it once. If I like it, I might try it again, but at least trying new things, new experiences, because y'all, at the end of the day, we got one life to live, and life is pretty damn boring if you don't expand your horizons and try something new that you may or may not, you know, necessarily be in your comfort zone. Sometimes you got to get out your comfort zone, and you never know, like, I actually like that. So with that being said, I've never been to a NASCAR race, so I decided to go. And with everything that I do in life, I start looking into it, start researching it. You know, I wouldn't even call myself a casual fan of NASCAR, but I've seen it. I know the basics of racing, and of course, one of the basics things is to get the damn race started, meaning you got to wave the green flag. So with that being said, I was like, okay, how can I tie that into what I love? And y'all know I love love. So with that, it's relationship and those green flags. So a couple of the green flags, as we can see, is one, they don't play mind games. So what that is if you're starting out a new relationship with somebody, get with somebody that does not play mind games, right? Number two, you're yourself around them. Number three, you help each other grow. Number four, mutual trust exists. And number five, you are proud to be with them. So with all that, let's break those things down. All right, let's break. Wow, have no idea as to what the hell that was. Y'all, that was weird. I had a serious internet problem. That is so odd. Okay. Anyway, let's try that again. I appreciate y'all sticking with your boy. I've been over here like, what the hell is going on? All right. Y'all give me a second. Let me let my system reset, and then we're going to get back at it. That was weird. All right, let's do this. All right. Hold on. All right. So then let's do this, and we're going to stop that, mute that. We're going to get this thing going. Woo! All right, let's do this again. All right, hold on a second. All right, boom. There we go. Let me do that. Boy, I tell you what. Never let them see you sweat. This shit right here will get you popping. Man. What up, Cheryl? Thank you for joining the conversation. Boy, your boy's cheeks on fire right now because I'm like, what the hell is going on? DJ, what it do? Good evening, ma'am. Welcome. And G-Dubs, what's happening? Man, Gerald said pay your bill. Bruh, I promise you. Well, did I pay the bill? I don't know. I'm going to be kind of like old girl from the video the other day. Oh, girl, what'd she say? Her EBT, her food stamps don't kick in until next week. Shit, y'all, I got a little bit more time for my... Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you sticking with me. For those of y'all that are just joining the conversation, what we're talking about tonight, the conversation is green flags. Man. Anyway. The conversation is green flags, and for that, there are a few things that, you know, when it comes to green flags that, here we go. All right, let's start over. Green flags, all right? Couple things. Now, keep in mind, this is at the early onset of the relationship. We ain't talking about if you know, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years in. Nah, because by that time, it's a little too damn late. But when at the very beginning, once you meet somebody, you go out on maybe 1 or 2 dates, and you're like, you know what, they I kind of like this person. But these are the things that you might want to be looking out for. 1, they don't play mind games. You're yourself when you're around them. You help each other grow. Mutual trust exists, and you are proud to be with them. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like that last one personally. All right, but let's go down the line. Number 1, they don't play mind games. One of the things that I have stressed, you know, recently, especially with my growth, my personal maturity, my personal growth, is therapy. If you don't address the issues of the past, it's hard for you to be comfortable in your present, and you damn sure going to be struggling in your future when it comes to relationships, right? So if you do not, what the hell is this on my face? If you do not get therapy in order to deal with those past relationships, those past hurts, those past traumas, then you're going to have an issue, because what you may think is a mind game that somebody is playing is actually your mind playing games on you. It's not necessarily them, your partner. It's all about you and how you handle the things that your partner may do. You know, it's all about perspective. If you think that they're doing something and they may or may not even know what the hell, you know, in fact, they don't even know what the hell it is you're talking about, but they're doing something that's a trigger for you. You think they're playing mind games, where in reality, no, that's something you need to deal with. I always use this analogy all the time. Y'all know I'm from Jamaica, right? Now, I always tell this story when I moved up here from Jamaica to America, and I grew up in Albany, Georgia, down south. Notice I said Albany. All right. So Albany, Georgia. Now I'm down there, and of course I'm in the heart of the South, Southwest Georgia. Okay. And I move up, and I hear people talking about is goddamn biscuits, and gravy biscuits. And I'm like, sausage biscuits, salsa biscuit, all that. And I'm like, why these people love biscuits so damn much? Because in Jamaica, a biscuit is a cookie, but up here, a biscuit is, well, it's a damn biscuit. And by the way, for the record, the best biscuit, in my opinion, it's got to be Church's Chicken, but y'all feel free to argue about that in the comments. Anyway, you know, so and what I'm saying with that is, what you may think is a mind game, like, wow, these people playing games, man, nobody you know, but in reality, it's your issue, your thing. So let's moving that back into the context of the topic. You think that your partner is playing a mind game with you, but in reality, it's the issue that you have. So if you have done the work, meaning you have gotten the therapy and did the things that you need to do in order to grow, in order to mature, in order to be a better person, then in reality, you have to do the work for yourself, you know, so that way you can say, oh, wow, my partner's not playing mind games with me. They're actually serious. That's who they are. And if you meet somebody and you're in the initial stages of the relationship, you meet someone that's not playing the mind games because you understand, because of the work that you've done on yourself. If you meet somebody that is true, that, hey, what they say is what they mean, man, that's a green flag all day. That brings us to number 2. You're yourself around them. Y'all, this is a real one because, like me, I'm kind of sort of a little bit, what's the word? What's a good word? Silly. All right. But how, you know, a lot of people, maybe, especially like my damn son, the boy's into anime. That's some weird shit to me. But hey, if that's what you're into, cool. You know, I love aircraft. I love planes. If you are able to be yourself, in fact, I got to put this damn thing together. I don't know. It's a 747-800, right? I love aircraft. If you are able to be yourself around that person, that is such a liberating feeling. If you are able to, you know, your mind may be running a mile and, you know, 100 miles an hour, you're able to just be all over the place. It's like, oh, squirrel, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like, piece of candy. You're just all over the place. If you are able to just be yourself and be comfortable within your own skin around that person, y'all, all day, every day, that is such a green flag. Another one, you help each other grow. A NASCAR race is about 4 hours long because them fuckers be going, I think it's 200 miles or whatever the hell it is. It's a long ass race. Okay. And along the way, you got pit stops, you got, you know, tire changes, all of those things. You know, you obviously got to get more fuel. It's a lot that goes into making sure that how you start the race, and that not just you start the race, but you are finishing the race, not necessarily winning. Of course, that's the goal. You want to finish number 1, but it's also, you get points because it's a long season. You get points towards the end of the season just for finishing in the position that you finished the race. So along the way, if you meet someone that allows you to grow, that allows you to keep moving, that allows you to, you know, matriculate, as Deion Sanders likes to say, throughout, you know, your life together, that is a green flag all day. Now, a lot of times, you know, people, you know, look at it through the context of finances. That's probably the easiest one to talk about, because it's like, okay, if you're paying off bills, if you're paying off your student debt, if you're attacking your debt, if you're working on building your credit score, if your partner is, all right, well, shoot, you can take care of them bills. I'm about to go do this. I'm about to go eat out. I'm about to go Uber Eats or whatever the hell it is, right? If they're doing all kinds of stuff that is counter to what you're doing, then that may be problematic for you and for y'all's growing together. But if y'all are on the same page, doing the same things together, and y'all are able to grow together and you're able to see things together, man, that is a win all day, green flag all freaking day. Number 4, mutual trust exists. Now, I always use don't want to do that. I always use the another analogy that I use, and y'all know I'm a writer. I write books. I love analogies. I will talk about this stuff all day, every day, because I love books. I love telling the stories. I love doing all of those things, right? Now, one of the things that I do like, how I analogize relationships is that of a stool, okay? Now, with a stool, imagine, if you will, a 3-legged stool. And I wish I had that other diagram because I think it's a little bit better. But imagine, if you will, you have a 3-legged stool. The legs on the stool are comprised of communication, finances, and sex. Now, if you have a stool, you got the legs, but where you put your ass, where you sit down, that is called trust. If you don't trust the 3 legs of the stool to support your weight, you're going to fall on your ass, literally, because it's going to collapse. Okay. The same thing occurs, you know, when you trust your partner. If y'all both mutually trust each other, that means that you are going to be okay. You trust that your partner is going to be there for you in order for both of you guys to keep it going. Hold on one second. So it's one of those things where, you know, if you can't trust your partner, then you're going to have problems all day, every freaking day, right? All right, what's next? What's the next? Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. And number 5, you're proud to be with them. Okay? Now, this is a big one. My man Kevin Samuels, he started the conversation, you know, and he hurt a whole lot of feelings when he started talking about women and their size. However, that does, I hate to say it, it does play a part, because us men, we're physical beings. In other words, when we see it, we like it. All right. The same thing occurs with women. Think about it. If you drive with a dude, if you're with a guy and he's riding in a bucket and y'all pulling up in front of a play or something like that, and you know what I'm saying, you're not necessarily going to want to be that. I get it is superficial to a certain extent, but it still matters. You are proud to be with them. They are proud to be with you. When you get out and you have some, you know, somebody nice in your arm, you're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it makes you feel good. You like it. And that exactly is what life is about. That's what those relationships are about. All right. So let me do this right here. My bad, y'all. Man, when I tell you this, between this weekend, this last couple weeks have been hell. So a lot of stuff that I normally have done has been kind of. All right. Bam, 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 boom, 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 boom. You know what? All right, we're just going to do this. And this is not recurring. Don't need a passcode. Don't need this. Save. All right. So let's get this thing going. I appreciate y'all's patience with your boy tonight. I have been off of it today. What you say, Lorenzo? I'm being watched. I know, right? It's like, yo, man, it's all kinds of shit going on out here today, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Woo, man. It's like, oh my goodness. But you know what? I want to be watched. And in fact, y'all, if you haven't already done so, while I'm getting this thing set up over in the background, please make sure you go over there and hit that like button. Tickle the algorithm for your boy. Please. I need that. In fact, oh my God, I got all kinds of shit going on today. Woo. Oh, shit. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, I need you to pair. Come on there. All right, so I'm about to drop the link for the what's this thing not pairing? Drop the link for the YouTube. Not the YouTube. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, Jesus. The link for the Zoom chat. That way y'all can jump on in, and I definitely want to hear what you guys have got to say. All right. Because if you agree with what I'm talking about, I need to hear that. I need to hear that. Man, it's like today has been a day of every damn thing, right? First I had all kinds of shit. You got to keep on rolling with it. All right, boom, let's drop that. All right. So if you want to join me on the show, please, please, please. What the hell is this thing? There we go. Connect. There we go. What the hell is going on? Man, oh man, oh man. Boy, I tell you what. This fool said pay your bill. Stupid. Anyway, there we go. All right. Okay, I need you to pair. What the hell is going on? All right, sorry about that, y'all. Some behind the scenes shit. Anyway, so let's go. Let's do a quick recap. as far as the green flags for tonight, right? So, relationship green flags. They don't play. They don't play mind games. Let me know if you've been in a situation where you thought that things were going to be, were starting out pretty good, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, this ain't working because that person started playing mind games with you. All right. What's the next one? Number 2 is you're yourself when you're around them. Number 3, you help each other grow. Number 4, mutual trust exists. Number 5, you're proud to be with them. Those 4 things are incredibly important. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Man, ain't that the truth? I think y'all women just crazy, but yeah, that's another thing. I'm just saying. I like that. Men are from women. Yeah, ain't that the truth? That is so freaking true. My God, that's true. Man, it's like when I first heard that, I was obviously a lot younger. I think that book came out a long time ago. And that book is what Cheryl just put in the comments where, it's like men are from women. Men are from women. That's true. I guess we are, if you think about it. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. That is so freaking true because, I think that, and especially nowadays, I think that I always talk about, divine masculinity, divine femininity, right? And how in this modern era that we're in, where there are a lot of feminized men and a lot of masculine women. And for whatever reason, that's just how our society is, how it's kind of trending where, I don't know why. And I think that now we're in a period where things are starting to even out a little bit. Things are starting to readjust. It's I think it's been a long time in coming, but, things are starting to balance out because there's no way in hell we as a people can survive with a bunch of feminized men or with a bunch of masculine women. So it wasn't until I got older that I realized that men are from Mars, meaning there's certain things that men like, certain things that men want, certain things that men desire. Women are from Venus because there's certain things that women desire. Women need certain things. And if those things are out of whack, then yeah, it's going to be pure D chaos. So I 100% agree with you. And I think that, if the pendulum swings too far, then you're going to have problems when it comes to relationships, when it comes to healthy relationships. Now, for me, as I'm looking at these, if I was to rank them in order, all right, for me, as far as what I think is the most important thing that I need in a relation, that would in starting out a relationship, the thing that I was looking for. I honestly think that the first thing I would look for is you're yourself around them. That to me is very important because you cannot have yourself in a healthy relationship if you are only able to put forward your representative. If you're not able to be yourself around that person, meaning you just, you're able to like what you like, they're able to like what they like. If you're not able to do certain things around them, then you are going to have problems. All right. So for me, I definitely want to, make sure that I'm able to be myself when I'm around them. The second one that's, even though it's here, is mutual trust exists. If I don't trust them, I don't need them. And I know that, I ain't gonna lie, I have done some stuff in my life, and good Lord, oh my goodness, there we go. That's just crazy. Anyway, oof, good Lord, it's like my whole damn system. Anyway, got that going. So, for me, I definitely have got to, be able to trust that person. All right. Men think that they are the prize. Okay, Cheryl. So you about to start some shit now. All right. Okay, Cheryl. Anyway, get it. All right. Anyway, so I gotta build mutual trust. All right. Number 3 for me is be proud to be with them, because it's like, especially as you start traveling, you start doing stuff. You want to be with somebody that is, that you look good with and they look good with you. And the next one for me would be they don't play mind games. Definitely that, because it's like after a while, it's like, you start looking at them sideways. And of course, the last one would be you help each other grow. Yeah, in that order, I think that would be the order for me. Now, Cheryl just said men think they are the prize, which we are. Anyway, excuse me. Men think they are the prize when women are the prize. No, y'all aren't. In balance, women should pull back some and men should push forward some. It all depends. I guess the prize, it all depends on what game you're playing. If you're playing the game of sex, then hell yeah. But if you're playing the game of marriage, then yeah, men are the prize. Because at the end of the day, I don't know. I had to think on that one. Because I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't think it's a case of men thinking that we're the prize. Because I really don't think we even think like that. We don't. I think that what it is, men, especially men now, feel unappreciated. We feel taken for granted and we feel overlooked. In this social media era where people can do a whole bunch of shit for likes and for follows and just for clout, the dudes that are going about doing their thing and doing it the right way and just are some real down to earth dudes really feel overlooked. And it's a very debilitating thing if you let it be so. So I don't really think it's that dudes think that they're the prize. Whereas a lot of women, the conversation that you've heard people say all the time is, what I bring to the table and all of the, well, I am the table. No, the fuck you're not. You might be built like a table, but that don't mean that you are the table. So I don't necessarily think that men think they're the prize. I think that a lot of women overvalue themselves. Let me put it that way. Their appraisal of themselves is way the hell off. And that in and of itself causes a whole bunch of problems. I know, Lorenzo, I'm trading lightly, bro. I'm trying, but hey, I gotta tell it as I see it. If y'all agree with me, cool. If you don't, hey, I'm here for it. All right. And that goes back to what I was saying. Lorenzo said, be careful, my brother. All I'm saying is this, okay? And I want y'all to notice something. Ladies, I want y'all to notice something. The dudes in this comment section are like, yo, you see my man Gerald Turner? He's like, preach. And that goes back to what I'm saying. A lot of dudes, just everyday run-of-the-mill dudes like myself. I know, yes, I get it. I'm a handsome Aries Jamaican man. I get it. I'm a cut above. Cool. I understand, as modest as I am, that not everybody. Anyway, let me cut that shit out. All I'm saying is that everyday dudes just like me, just like, Gerald, just like Lorenzo and everybody else in the chat, you know what I'm saying? All the other dudes in the chat, we honestly, we feel overlooked because not every dude has got the six pack, six figures, well, I'm a little more. Anyway, but y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? We all ain't that dude or whatever. It's not, we are just everyday guys going about taking care of our families, taking care of our responsibilities, that kind of thing. However, when you look on whatever social media, of your choice, and you see, women like, well, if he ain't got six figures, then I don't want him that. And you're like, what the hell? What you talking about, lady? That kind of thing. So it's like, if we don't measure up in certain categories, and these women are, I had a drill sergeant that used to call it pleasingly plump. Let me put it that way. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not body shaming or anything like that. All I'm saying is that if you are aesthetically challenged yourself, but you want, the best possible man out there, that's problematic. And us dudes see it a little bit differently. Okay. And in this era of social media where people are all over the place, and their evaluation doesn't necessarily match what the product is offering, that's a difficult situation for men to be in. So saying all that to say, us dudes, and real men don't even look at it like being a prize. It ain't like that. Hell no. Ain't nobody no dude that I know, no real man I know is trying to be a prize. It ain't even that. No, No, what we are trying to do is be that dude for the woman that values us. And the problem is that a lot of women value themselves a little bit more than they value their dude. And then after a while, the dudes be like, you know what, man, fuck this. Time for me to value me. And then after a while, you get a whole lot of red pill, fuck them hoes. Everything gets out of whack. So anyway. All right. So Cheryl said people don't date anymore to get someone. Getting to know someone is reading the profile. It's all fucked up. That is true. That is true. Dating is a dying art. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's one of the reasons why I even started doing a lot of the things that I do when it comes to this Christopher Markland mission that I'm on. Because, I think that with the decline of R&B, especially in the black community, with the decline of R&B, it's really been the decline of dating and the decline of relationships, the decline of romance. Because, it used to be, think about it, you used to have a group with about 20 dudes in it. Well, I mean, it's like 30 people in the Temptations. Now you can barely find one guy singing R&B, and if it ain't really R&B, it's actually just rap and B. Basically the dude's a rapper. Hell, Drake has more R&B, than most R&B artists that they have today. So it's like with the decline of certain standards has been the decline of dating. So I agree. People don't really date anymore. People are looking for a come up. People are looking for, it's a lot of savagery going out there, on the part of women and the part of men. So you're right. People don't date anymore like they used to. It's all about, okay, if you don't, get their juices flowing within the first three, lines of your profile, it's a wrap. They moving on. So that's why that goes back to what I was saying. A lot of people start doing shit for the gram, start taking pictures. That's why, y'all women, y'all know them damn angles where you freaking holding the phone damn near vertical because you're trying to hide certain things. It's crazy. And the same thing with dudes. Think about it. What kind of sense does it make for you to post pictures with all your damn money in your hand? Real men ain't walking around with a big wad of cash. Hell no, it's in the bank. It's in a mutual fund. It's in, it's on a credit. It's not for show. But now everything is for show. Everything is out there. Everything's for show. People don't date like they used to. All right. Standards have dropped for men and women. You know what's crazy? I kind of sort of disagree with that. The standards haven't dropped. What has happened, I think, is more bullshit is just being accepted. But at the end of the day, men and women, I don't care. Once you reach a certain age of maturity, there's certain things that you want. I think that in this era, a lot of people just don't think it's going to happen. So they just say, fuck it. And they just take whatever comes their way, and whatever, passes off as a solid relationship or as a solid person, they take it. So basically what's happening now is I think a lot of people are settling for scraps. And a lot of that, think about it, y'all. And that goes back to R&B music. A lot of lines that we used to use back in the day came from some shit that we heard in a song, right? It may have been some shit like Jodeci, You Got Me Fiending. How many dudes, oh, hey, baby, you got me fiending. Next thing you know, you're hollering or some stupid shit, right? All I'm saying is that, be it romance used to come from art. All right. Me, I'm a writer. So, I look at some of the shit I say in my books. I'm like, God damn, Chris, you wrote that, because it's like, yo, that's some good stuff, because it's a passion. Art is a passion. So be it music, be it, in my case, writing, be it painting, be it poetry, whatever your art may be, the passion that comes over that can then flow through the person listening. And they, in turn, you are now a conduit of love, of passion for the person that you're interested in. If there is no art being put out or quality art being put out, then what you're going to have is some bullshit. And then with that, it's not necessarily the standards, because at the end of the day, people know what makes them feel good. And I'm not just talking about superficially. I'm not just talking about, okay, insert slot, insert that into, their orifice or whatever. Okay, it feels good. I don't. No, I'm not talking about that. You know what feels good when it comes to being in a relationship. A woman knows what it feels like to be under a man's cover, under a man's protection. And a man knows what it feels like to be comforted, to be lifted up, to be, held down by a good woman. I don't care how old you are, be it either in the early stages of a relationship, or if y'all have been together 10, 15, 20 years, you know what feels good. It's just that in this new era, new relationships, some bullshit is just being put out. So therefore you settle for scraps because one, dudes don't know how to date. Chivalry is dead. And also on the flip side, dudes ain't trying to go out there and do that, because if I hold a door for them now, you might get a thank you, maybe a thank you, right? So all of those things do occur, right? So and also it's like, think about it. We hear about this all the time. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, hold on a second. I got a boyfriend. Ma'am, I ain't trying to holler at you. You got something on your shoe. So those things happen, right? So why would a man want to put himself out there? Or let's look at it this way. How many, just recently, there's been I forget, it was a woman, she's working out in a gym, and a couple guys were behind her. And just like if you're working out, you see somebody working out, you turn, you look at them, you go about your business. However, she made it a whole thing about, why are you looking at me, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of times, and now those, she's calling them perverts and all this other shit. So dudes are like, yeah, I'm good. What you ain't gonna do is jeopardize my reputation, my, anything, for clout. No, I'm good. So now what happens is dudes are very careful in how they approach. So if you know that, okay, if I don't come in hot, I'm going to be put on blast. So I might as well come in. Hey, what's happening, chick? Instead of, hey, how are you? That kind of thing. Because if I'm going to be put on blast, then I'm going to show you all I got. Anyway, saying all that to say, it's not necessarily that the standards have dipped or the standards have dropped, like Cheryl said in the comment. I believe it's more that we're just in an era where we're settling for bullshit. Cheryl says, someone who starts the dating game will start 10 steps behind because if you have to sift through so much BS to luck up on a potential. That is true, but I think that is one of the, I don't want to use the word, it's one of the drawbacks to being as interconnected a society as we are. The internet has basically given us access, just not even just the internet alone, but just modern conveniences such as the fact that, now we can fly to anywhere on the planet in less than, 20 hours. You can basically log on anywhere and you can talk to people all over the world. Think about it. It used to be a thing. You remember mail order brides? They used to be mail order brides, and they were only reserved for more wealthy people, because not everybody could afford to go halfway across the world and find their bride and bring them back. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could do that. Now, hell, you can book a trip to DR and be there within, shit, I could be in Dominican Republic tomorrow. I could be in Thailand the day after. Well, hell, I could be there tomorrow. Well, probably the day after. You know what I'm saying? So, I can go all over. I can be in Brazil, all over the place. So all of the things that we couldn't necessarily achieve as far as reaching out and meeting new people, going into new cultures in order to seek different options, they're now available to us, whereas they weren't before. So it's not necessarily, a matter of, okay, got to sift through it. It's just there are so many more people that are available to us, so many options, both to men and women. Now, it's a little different for women. Y'all can just walk outside the door and somebody's going to throw some dick at you. I don't care what it is. It's a little bit harder for us dudes, if you're looking for something more serious. When it comes to the hookup culture that we have, yeah, it ain't nothing at all for you to, find somebody. All it takes is a swipe here and a swipe there. Where you at? Next thing you know, it's on and popping. For something deeper, yeah, you are going to have to sift through some stuff in order to really and truly get to see someone. But here's the thing too, and this also is another drawback to our society, is that people think that, okay, well, this option's good, but I'm sure there's something better. So in other words, you continue to move instead of saying, okay, you know what, this works, let me work on this, as opposed to being like, nah, you know what, yeah, let me just, move on. Gerald says, nope. Basketball-wise, Atlanta Housewives got some of those fickle women heads fucked up. Yeah, oh, wow. Again, social media, reality TV, all of that stuff. And, I mean, we talked about it the other day, too, on the Free For All Friday show with Lil' Kim. I don't know what the hell Lil Kim's got going on, but it's like, yo, I mean, the BBL culture that we have, don't get me wrong. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I love a big body woman. I'm just saying, I'm a dude. However, not every dude necessarily wants, no dude that I know of is saying, yo, I really want you to go out there and my bad, Gerald. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that the reality show culture that we have, I think, has really created a lot of false realities for a lot of people. And think about it. You have, people gravitate to some of the stuff that they see, and it's not necessarily real. I mean, now you can basically build a body just like you can build a boo. The reality show culture, the social media culture, all of those things have really and truly created, situations that make it harder for people to date. Really and truly do. Anyway, y'all, this has been a fun show. I am about to wrap this thing up. I'm laughing because y'all are silly. All right, let's take care of a few things. Let us take care of a few things. I touched on it earlier. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, Free for All Friday. This Friday, the 8th, with my host, Melanie Marie. We got a couple things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Method Man, Cam Newton, Cam Newton's lady, Jordan Brown, and then a couple, we got a few other things we're going to toss up in there as well. So please be sure to tune in to the next. Y'all are silly as shit, man. All right, so make sure you tune in on Friday for the next Free for All Friday show. And also next week, for next week's show, since we had the green flags, well, now we're going to talk about the checkered flags, all right? When is it time to end things? When is it time for you to wave that flag in order to end the race? When, hey, things, you ran a good race, but it comes a point in time where you have got to cross that finish line. All right. We are going to be talking about that on the next CM show. Y'all, I mentioned it. We talked about art. We talked about, music. But as I always said, I am an author. So if you haven't already done so, please be sure to grab my first and second book, Desperately Seeking Exclusivity and Desperately Seeking Pleasure. I am still waiting to hear back from my editor for book number 3, but I am hoping to have that book out probably maybe August, if not September. And your boy done started working on book number 4. Y'all, I'm so excited. Book number 4. These are my notes and whatnot. This is how I write. This is my process. Basically, I always get a notebook and then I just start writing. And the first thing I start working on is the characters' names. Because to me, names mean things. Anyway, so if you haven't already done so, please support your boy. The links are in the bio down below. As always, y'all, thank you so much for joining joining the conversation tonight. I really and truly do appreciate y'all. Y'all, I know, we had a holiday yesterday.